Hello there, everyone. My name is Crazy Caleb, and no, we are not taking a look at triple traversal today, though I will be doing this later on. But today we're going to be taking a look at the sort of semi-boss module called POW. This is the way the module looks, and what we have here is we have a series of different little diamonds that are going to be going around, and we have a wide variety there's going to be two different color backgrounds, and what we need to note down is we need to note down the color of the background and the direction that these guys are spinning in this case, counterclockwise. So, this module is themed after the game Nervous Breakdown, specifically the World 1 boss fight. On the module would be an animated background, 20 clickable moving diamonds, which are all pieces of the boss. To solve the module, the diffuser must destroy all the pieces of the boss without disobeying the destruction rules below. Pressing one of these pieces will cause that piece to lose a layer, and each piece has 3 layers: the pink outermost, the gray middlemost, and the black with a red glow innermost. The outermost 2 layers are what need to be destroyed to destroy that piece of the boss, and in this case, solve the module. But there is one thing that we have to note down later on, and in this case, it wants you to be warned. The boss is normally in a passive phase, which it is currently in right now, where it's sort of spinning around, not really doing anything, where the diffuser can destroy the pieces. However, the boss can enter into an attack phase, like it's when it starts to get sort of closer towards the center, which I believe it actually is doing right now, a little bit. But it can enter into attack phase where 3 LEDs pop out of the module, which the diffuser must interact with. All pieces which had a pink layer when the boss entered the attack phase will attack certain LEDs with a crosshair indicating where the next one will attack. To avoid an attack, move the green LED away from the crosshair by pressing any of the other LEDs. So this is going to be essentially what makes this module a little bit tricky to do, is you have to essentially make sure that you pay attention to when this module goes into an attack phase, because you don't know necessarily when it is going to go into an attack phase, unless it starts to get closer towards the center of the module, and then you'll see what I mean by when we get into that phase. Now, the reason why I have triple traversal on here is because I'm going to need something to do while I do this module, because this module notably takes a while, and it's not gonna be the most interesting tutorial for me to explain for about 20 minutes when I can't really do much with this module for the time being. But attempting to destroy a layer which disobeys the destruction rules or being hit with a piece during an attack phase will cause a strike. So, let's get into these destruction rules. And these destruction rules are actually fairly simple to understand. And the way that layers work, remember, is that there are 3 layers: pink outermost, which is currently going to be the way that it is for all of them at the beginning. Then when we happen to hit one of the gray layers, when we happen to hit one of the pink layers, it will go then to a gray middlemost layer, and then the black red layer, red glow innermost. We don't really want to worry about this black one, because we're only going to be focused on the pink and the gray. But essentially, you will see what the black looks like later on. That means that that specific diamond is completely done for, and you don't have to worry about it. So, the diffuser may destroy up to a certain number of layers normally per passive phase, which can be determined using the table below. And in this case, actually, we're going into an attack phase here. So let me show you what this means here. So as you can see, these guys are sort of getting back towards the central point here. It does it after some time, and in this case, I did not happen to attack any of these guys here. So we're going to be getting all 10 diamonds that are going to attack us here. So we see these crosshairs. We're currently the green dot right now, and we want to avoid the crosshairs. So let's make sure we move. So all we have to do is hit one of the LEDs when the crosshair is over us, or it can just not be over us. Oh, now it is. Okay. And just like that, we have survived the attack phase. And that's simply going to be happening there. Now, every single pink layer was attacking us. However, when we happen to get rid of the pink layer, they will no longer attack us at that point. So, what you want to do is you want to get as many pink layers eliminated as quickly as possible, so that the attack phases are a little bit easier. But you need to make sure that you apply to make sure you do the destruction rules here. So the diffuser may destroy up to a certain number of layers, normally per passive phase. In this case, this is the passive phase, which can be determined using the table below. And in this case, this is what I said about the background color and the way that these guys are spinning. So in this case, we have a blue background. There's only going to be 2 different backgrounds, in this case, blue or gray. And obviously, it's going to be spinning either clockwise or counterclockwise. In this case, there's only 4 conditions for these guys here. So it is a blue background, and it is spinning counterclockwise. And in this case, we actually happen to have the best example that we can get here. And this number represents 4. So what this means is that we have the ability to destroy 4 layers here. Now we can obviously hit hit four pink layers here, but we also need to make sure that we pay attention to the destruction rules, especially some of the rules that are going to be coming on in rules 3 and 4. It's very important. all pink layers must be destroyed first unless Rule 4 is in effect. Now, Rule 4 in this case represents the number of minutes currently left on the bomb is a multiple of 3, not 1 or 0, then only gray layers must be destroyed. Let me actually get some layers destroyed here. Not divisible by 5 or 3. I think that is true. Let me get the one destroyed.
I'm afraid not.
I shouldn't have done that. Because now it actually is a multiple of 3, so only gray layers could actually be destroyed here, because 114 is divisible by 3. Let me get into attack phase. Okay. So the reason why I struck there was because when I tried to interact with these pink diamonds here, what happened was that I was essentially on 114. And if we take a look at 114 minutes, how better I had any calculator here, 114 is divisible by 3. And the rule for this is if the number of minutes currently left on the bomb is a multiple of 3, then only gray layers must be destroyed. And in this example, we don't have actually any gray layers that we could have interacted with. So this means that we simply were not able to do anything there. So that's why I received a strike. So I apologize for that. Let's just simply ignore that though. So the other rule is if the number of minutes currently left on the bomb is a multiple of 5, not 1 or 0, then this limit is restricted to 1 layer. So it doesn't. So whatever happens on the 5-minute one, it doesn't care about this 4 or whatever number you get. It only wants you to destroy 1 layer at that point. So, and if the bomb happens to have less than or equal to 30 seconds left on it, then there is no limit. At that point, you're pretty much just trying to get everything done as soon as possible here. If all pink layers have been destroyed, then there is no limit, but Rule 3 can still apply, which in this case represents the layer 1. So now, let's check for 112. Is 112 divisible by 112 divisible by 3? It is not. So now what we can do is we can destroy 4 pink layers here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And obviously it doesn't matter the order of which you get them in, and it really doesn't matter which order you click them in, as long as you click the correct amount of layers and don't go over the amount for the destruction rules here. So now we're going to be going back into an attack phase here. And honestly, I might not even need the triple traversal here, but for probably the next example, I will be using it. Now, what's going to happen here is that these gray ones are not going to attack us because of the fact that they are not pink. So let's make sure we move that out of the way. So as you can see, those gray ones did not attack us, and that makes that attack phase very easy to do. So let's keep that in mind. So now we're currently at 111. So what's going to happen with 111? 111 is it divisible by 3? It is indeed. So now what we can only do is we can now only attack gray layers. So what we can do here is we can still technically press 4 layers, but we can now press these 4 gray layers, making them that sort of black with that red center in them. And that's going to be important for us to note down. We actually need to get to this phase for all of these guys. So I figure why not use our time efficiently, because we don't want to have the 110 case apply, which in this case 110. 110 is indeed divisible by 5, because that would only restrict us to 1 layer. It's better that we continue solving this module in an appropriate manner before we actually get into the 1 layer thing. It's important that I use my time and use the and presses in this case 4, which is a very generous amount too, in the timely manner that I have here. So now what we're going to get is another attack phase, and as you can see, I did not destroy pink layers during this time around because of the fact that Rule 4 was in effect at that current time. It was divisible by 3. So it's very important that you note that down. All pink layers must be destroyed first before any gray layers, except if this minute rule applies. So let's get right back into this. Okay, and now we are past the attack phase. Now let's check. Is 109, or probably 108 at this point, divisible by 3? It is divisible by 3, so can we get potentially 4 of them attacked here? Okay, good, we were able to just barely squeeze that in, because we were about to come to a multiple of 3, which meant that only gray layers would have been able to be destroyed. which means we would have had to wait a whole nother minute. So now all we have left is going to be these two pinks here. So now all we simply need to do is we need to wait for our next attack phase, wait for another time for where the multiple of 5 and the multiple of 3 is not in effect, and then we can simply solve the rest of this module here, because all we simply actually need to do is we need to hit these two pinks, and then what happens to happen is if all pink layers have been destroyed, which in this case after these two will be destroyed, then there is no limit to how many essentially layers you can destroy. But Rule 3 still can apply, where it only restricts it to one layer. That is very, very much the important key here. That's only on a multiple of 5, though. It's not likely to happen within the next couple of minutes, so we should be fine here. I will be saving this triple traversal for the next example here, because it's actually just being a lot quicker than I expected it to be. And yeah, let's just do this thing. So I guess I can start doing triple traversal, but I doubt I will get anything done here. And if you guys want to go check out triple traversal, it's one of my favorite modules to do. It is quite a nice mod, and I figured this is a sort of a long enough module to do while POW is going on in the background, that I could do this with in the time being. So let's get this thing done. So now we're going to be entering into our attack phase, and now only two diamonds are pink. So actually, we don't even really need to worry about many attack phases here. So we only have one, and then we only have two, and the attack phase is indeed done. So now we're at 107. Is 107 divisible by 3? It is not. So now we're at a good point right now where neither the divisible by 5, multiple of 5, or multiple of 3 rules apply. So all we simply need to do is we need to destroy these two pink diamonds here. Is 106 divisible? Actually, let me check real quick. By 3. It is not. So we're actually perfect right here. You and you. And now, since we're not on the multiple of 5 or the multiple of 3, or the multiple of 3 doesn't matter anymore, now all we can simply do is we simply need to hit these gray diamonds here. And just like that is a solved module. And that's all this module asks for you to do. So let's take a look at one more example. I'm going to hit the retry button here, and let's see what happens with this one. And hopefully I will be able to solve triple traversal in the background too. But that is essentially all the rules that apply here. So we're getting a gray background. Already this is going to be significantly different here. So let's see what we get and what direction they are spinning. It is spinning in a clockwise direction, as you can already see. So gray objects spinning clockwise is only going to result in 3. So let's check. So our minutes currently right now is 119. Is this divisible by 3? It is not. Okay. So we do not have the multiple of 5 or the multiple of 3 rule, so we can simply hit 3 pink with this one. Okay. Now let's start on triple traversal while I wait for this thing to get into an attack phase here. Okay, we could have a better starting point, probably. Yes, this'll do. Okay. So you... this'll definitely be a couple things, for sure. You. You. Okay, that is A done. Just gonna kind of keep that in my general view. Just make sure I don't miss it. And I will leave a link to this if I haven't mentioned already, and probably in the description, to triple traversal tutorial. It's probably one of my better ones in my opinion. So if you want to go check that out and see what I'm doing here, be my guest. Okay, it's going into attack phase here in just a moment. I'm going to continue working on this while I can, but we are going to be heading right over there in just one moment. Okay, this is looking like a very strong start for us. So, alright, here we go. So now we're going to be going into our attack phase once again. And all we simply need to do is we need to avoid the crosshairs. Immediately. Okay? 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 Alright. And that's kind of my general word of advice here, is kind of just making sure that you're hovering over some sort of escape plan in case one of them does happen to attack at your current position, instead of it sort of being a reaction test. I mean, it still is in a way, but it's not that bad thing. So 117, is this divisible by 3? 117 divided by 3. It is indeed divisible by 3. So let's actually wait one more minute, because it only applies to the gray layers, and we want to destroy the pink ones as soon as possible. So let's wait for 30 seconds, then we can destroy 3 more pink layers, and we shall be good to go. So triple traversal, let's get back into this. Let's start moving around a little bit. Down takes us to a wall, no wall to the right, so it gets rid of you. Gets rid of a couple things, but not too many here. It gets rid of you. Gets rid of you. You. Probably not many from you. Oh, jeez. Gets rid of you, though. Okay. Alright, so now we're at 116 minutes. Let's get rid of these guys. Doesn't matter the order, that it just, as long as you're doing pink diamonds or gray diamonds, for example. And remember, pink diamonds, in this case, if Rule 4 does not apply, pink diamonds are always getting prioritizing, pink layers are always getting prioritized over the gray layers, regardless of whatever happens. So we need to get rid of these pink layers ASAP. That's going to be the way that this works. Okay, so down twice. Ooh, down twice takes us to there. That's going to be a good one. Excuse me, down 3 times, rather. 1, 2, 3. Down 3 times, has one wall up, and nothing below. 1, 2, 3. That's not true. That's not true. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So next up, let's continue on with this thing. It's going to be 115 here. I'm going to wait till that passes. I'm actually going to wait till both 113 114 pass. Because if we look at 114, it is divisible by 3. So let's get right into this. Let's get back to what we were doing. So down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not true. 1, 2, 3. That is true. 1, 2, 3. Not true. Gets rid of you. That's looking very nice. 1, 2, 3. That gets rid of you. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, that's actually going to get rid of a lot of these guys here. So it's going to get rid of you. That's going to get rid of 1, 2, 3. That's going to get rid of you. 1, 2, 3. That keeps you. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I already did that one. 1, 2, 3. No, gets rid of you. 1, 2, 3. Gets rid of you and gets rid of you. Okay, we actually have a lot limited here. Let's go down maybe one more time. Nope. Let's go back up here. Left. Left takes us immediately to a wall. Below us, that does not for this one. That does for that. That does not for this one. Okay, we've already determined that one. Nice. Those two are already good. Those two are good. Those are on the edge. So left one more time. Left twice. Left 3 times rather. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That gets rid of that one right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't change much for you guys. Okay, we're entering another attack phase here. Okay, fantastic. Up, maybe? Let's see what happens there. Up. That's true. Up. Nope. And up. That still applies for both of them. Right, up, maybe? Right, up. Okay, that might actually be a good one. Right, up. Nope, not for that one. Right, up. Does indeed apply for that one. So then the extra for this one. Right, up. Does indeed apply. And we should be able to determine something here. So right, up. Right, up. Both of them are the exact same. Maybe another up. So you just may see that I need to determine here. So, right. 113. 113 is not divisible by 3, I don't think. Yep. So now we can do 3 more here. So let's do these back 3. Right. That's not going to change anything. This one's interesting. Turn down. Left, maybe? Up, left, maybe? Let's see what this does for me. Up, left. Up, left. Dang it. Okay. Let me think here. I want to be able to actually solve this thing and close on a good note. Hmm. Right, down, down, maybe? Right, down, down. Okay, that gets rid of that. Right, down, down. Okay, this actually is our solution here. So right, down, down. Right, down, down. Indeed. Okay, so let's go back up to this position here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Wait, I feel like something was different here. Oh, that's actually really helpful. I should have seen that one. Where was I? Dang it. I literally just lost myself. There we go. Okay, that's definitely where I started. Okay. Okay, so it's at 5 minutes right now. It's at a multiple of 5 minutes. So we can actually just get rid of this one pank right here. And there we go. So now, all we simply need to do is we need to wait for this 110 minutes to pass because of the fact that we have this rule 3 still applies here. So, we need to wait. There are going to be no more attack phases here, so we don't have to worry about that. And as you can see, it doesn't even bother going into attack phase, it just continues rotating around. So, let's finish up triple reversal here, and let's see where I start. Right down. Yep. Right down, apply the transformations here, so then right down, okay. Let me do B, so it's going to be left, down, right, down. Okay. So essentially, in a nutshell, that's just 3 diagonal down, 2 diagonal down, right here. Then we go up, left, down, down. Okay, and now we can simply solve POW. And just like that is a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.